Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. That's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you could put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
Williams starting with the pass here. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Offense in a hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working from the gun, Williams. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Richardson now on 1st and 10. That pass is tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. Picked by T.J. Edwards. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Here's Swift on second down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Williams from the gun. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has the connection to Odunze. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw by Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast. Williams will look to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way, but what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds Mitchell complete. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that makes it 3rd down. Shotgun snapped out of Richardson. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Richardson on 4th down. On the move, hit it right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. This one's taken in by Kyron Branson. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. First down throw here from Richardson. He can run it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him on the slant. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. A couple of zeros on the board. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. 3rd and goal for Richardson. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis. The Colts get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work. Finish with 6 points.
Matt Gay on for the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score is 7-0. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he works it down to the 30-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going one again with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On third down, here's Swift. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll come up first and 10. To throw, Williams. He's on the move. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's keeping it again. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up third and goal. To throw is Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3 plays haven't got it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Offense in the hurry up here. On target to his man Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. From midfield on second down. This one finds Taylor. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Colts kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. First and 10 now from the 30. Out a shotgun to give to Swift. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working from the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Trying again, following the sack. Has his man, it's Adunze. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Third down, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. Fourth down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Williams throwing on fourth. Odunze's got it right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the... We're going to get a challenge here. The Bears do not agree with that last call. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football. Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game. Well, how'd that go? Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets everything. This has been a trend, yet another interception. That is Kyler Gordon. Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. First down throw by Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too. Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail. Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Chased out to his right. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Williams from the gun. Catch made by Allen. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the 1st. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This pass caught by Allen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. First down. Here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Williams. Has it down close. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Swift can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Williams set to pass. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustment on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the 2nd half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Williams. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Williams to throw on first. Buys time, rolling right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And now it's second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts will take over along the midfield stripe back to the interception and return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. From the 46. He finds Mitchell complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here. First down throw here from Richardson. Diving right side, got it! Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Richardson now on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Adnan Mitchell. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Taylor. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Richardson on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up fourth and long. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago. First and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 3. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're going for this. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Third down, here's Williams. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I can't help but watch these games. It's just here, beat your own my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing. And with time ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. First down throw by Williams. Lays out. What a catch. Offense in the hurry up here. Running behind center with Swift. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They roll him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Escapes the sack. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. On fourth down, it's Williams. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's an down. The Colts could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. He's got a gain of 6 there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He gets a lot behind one. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will start this possession at their own 40 after the tackle's made.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They run with Swift. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh no, they get him yet again! Nick Cross has it. And the Colts take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up. That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Flushed out now to his left. Now here he goes. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd and goal for Richardson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Working quickly here. 1st down, Williams. He rolls to his right. Has the connection to Adunze. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Headed out right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was a practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Rolling out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the...
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's going to be returned from deep in the end zone. The visitors and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys. Everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it, and he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that. And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited. Short pass brought in, and he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Williams to throw on first. Flushed out of the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. On the move, headed right. That's low and bounces short of his man. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. He's on the move. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Pressure comes. Williams buys time, rolling right. He's running with it.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Able to get it to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Catch made by Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the man is there to knock that away. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again, Richardson. And they pick him off again. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And that one goes for a gain of 11, and that's a Chicago 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Allen there to haul it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
One final shot here. Forced out to his right. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And it was their disruptive brand of football that paved the way for this victory. 4 turnovers in a game. That is going to be tough for any team to overcome. And that's exactly why they're the ones celebrating this win.